guys, Victoria with NautiStyles here. Welcome back to the channel. Rico and I in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, and we get to show you a really cool yacht today. Rico is here to check on one of the yachts that he manages, and I tagged along for the ride, and we asked the owner if we can show this really cool yacht to you guys, and he said absolutely, so we get to film it and show it to you. Rico is really excited for us to show this yacht to you because he was part of a lot of the upgrades projects that happened on this yacht. Also, he brought this yacht down from California to Mexico, where it lives now. He has spent a lot of time, a lot of sailing hours on it, so let us take you on this tour. Welcome back, you guys. So this is Dufour 560. Typically, this is what you would use to come on board of a sailboat. This is what we're all used to, right? Not exactly the most convenient way or handicap-friendly way. So I want to show you guys, this yacht has a really, really cool feature. This is definitely a unique feature. This platform hydraulically gets lowered down. It also has an extra step here and an extra step here.
And the kicker is you got a remote control for this. So when you leave, you lift it up. When you come back, you let it down and board the boat.
If you're trying to impress a lady, that's probably kind of cool. You walk up to your yacht and you just press the button. Kind of cool. All right, coming up.
Alrighty guys, you get to enjoy the Co-Star in action now.
Go ahead, Co-Star. What are we doing? Where are we?
We are on the swim platform.
He's still in training, so just forgive him if he's a little rusty.
Here's our swim ladder, which lowers into the water, and then you have a little grab rail which goes into there, into the receptacles, and that helps you getting in and out of the water. Then we have
yeah, this is cool.
The technically dinghy garage, which the owner doesn't want to use as a dinghy garage since it doesn't really make sense. It's really small space for a dinghy, but it's a plenty big space for storage. Diving equipment, snorkeling equipment, power cords, extra lines, you name it. Put a dry deck down, keeps it nice and clean. It's phenomenal. Fantastic
yeah, you guys use
space.
it all the time.
We use it all the time.
Pretty cool. What's over here?
Underneath the boarding stairs, we have two dive tanks, two dive bottles. Good little space for it to store it.
So that's not standard. You guys just you fitted this in.
Exactly.
Yeah, that works.
Transom shower right here, really conveniently located. Tucked away. Want me to keep going? Or?
I mean,
okay, cool.
Seem to be doing a good job.
Got some white courtesy lights which are switched here. Here is another remote switch for the swim platform. We installed another freshwater outlet right here, just in case you need a little extra water besides the transom shower to whatever, rinse the fish after you caught it and so on.
So come on up. This is really a really cool cockpit. For a monohull, it's huge. It's got a lot of entertainment areas. Where Rico is standing, actually, I'm going to take this and he can show us how that closes.
Oh, Close this down. And you have one
Check
lifelines, obviously you can
this
close.
out.
One gigantic sitting area, which is really cool. Like underway, if you want to just hang out with the rest of the crew, you have an eye on everything. You can nicely entertain. You can see everybody sitting in the cockpit, have a conversation. It's great.
Yeah, you want to demonstrate what you'd look like suntanning here?
No, that would be your department. I can demonstrate, show everybody what's underneath here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, really cool spot of the lines which are coming aft, your main sheet and so on. Good storage right here. All the line storage goes right in there. You got your manual bilge pumps here, all electric winches. Then we have upgraded sound system, really upgraded sound system. More storage. So that is the forward part of the dinghy garage, which, like I said, we all use as storage. And then if you look in there and in there, 2 10-inch subwoofers in there. So this boat rocks.
Rocks. This boat rocks. For some people that are not sailors, there's a common question: what is that little wooden plank for?
The little
the one that sometimes people break their toes on, but it is kind of important.
You can hurt yourself a lot here, but obviously underway, heeling over, you just dig in your heels and don't slide across the cockpit to the other side. Actually comes in pretty handy.
Very good. Well, you're already at the helm, so you might as well keep going.
Down here covered, we have the engine instruments, the Volvo Penta instruments, your RPM meter, as well as your shore power inlet, extra speaker for the VHF radio, our Volvo engine start and stop buttons. We just upgraded the Raymarine electronics to the newest version of the chart plotter. Then our multifunction displays. We have a chain counter here. This boat has a retractable bow thruster, which that is the remote control for.
Talk about the retractable bow thruster, because that's kind of neat. A lot of people might not know what that is and what's the benefit of that.
It's not a permanent tunnel where you have a bow thruster sitting in and creates drag on a sailing vessel. A lot of sailing vessels, you have a retractable bow thruster, so it actually gets lowered into the water. And when you're done using it, it just retracts back in and you have a flush hull with no turbulences or anything. No drag.
I think you're doing a really good job. I think you just gotta keep going and do this
really?
Cool features here. Yeah.
I'm
gonna let you do a little more.
Then since we already talked about helms, we have a, so to speak, almost mirror image on the port side. It's a dual helm setup on this boat. We have a single rudder but dual helms. Since the boat has a pretty wide beam, it comes in pretty handy being able to switch over from starboard to port, port to starboard. What are we doing next?
Well, there's something cool under here. I know that. So maybe
you want to see that?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay, let me just open this. Ta-da!
Dang. Okay. Wow.
Welcome to my outdoor kitchen.
Hello,
actually, it's not mine.
Chef Rico.
It's the owner's outdoor kitchen.
You wish it was yours. Look at this
I love
Galley
it.
here.
This is great.
Hold on, I'm gonna come this way.
I mean, this is totally convenient.
Look at that. So this is like a griddle?
It's a cast iron griddle, which gets pretty hot. I mean, hot enough to do some really good steaks or seafood, whatever you like to do. Have a little bit of a storage area here for your utensils. A really large outdoor sink, which is really fantastic, especially if you do some fishing. You can put a cutting board in right into the space. You can fillet
like grooves right here.
Fillet your fish right in the back here, throw all the scraps overboard. It's just really convenient. And then here underneath is our storage for the propane tanks. Pretty convenient as well.
It's pretty awesome design, I gotta say. I'm a big fan of that sink. So awesome to have this.
All right. What next?
You done? Exhausted?
It's probably more to show.
Yeah, but you're done, right? I can take over.
Okay, take over.
Okay, all right. So we're in this forward part of the cockpit. It is vast, massive, a lot of sitting space here. Okay, let me start. All right, we'll start with, on this side, we have a great size storage compartment. Check that out. Yeah, it's like a lazarette. It goes all the way down.
So that is the reason why the starboard guest cabin has a little less headroom, because we have this big storage lazarette right there.
Okay, well, we're gonna see that a little bit later.
Yep.
As it's common in a lot of sailing monohulls, you have your convertible table here. So on both sides, you can have a really nice outdoor dinner here. There's a spot here for a light that you can put up. Yep, so same thing on the other side. And here we also have drainable cooler. You can fill up with ice.
Fill it up with ice.
And then we come around. This just seems like the same sitting area, but it's not. Check it out.
Oh, look at that.
This comes up. Can you help me on the other side there? There's a leg.
There we go.
Put it down. There's a cushion that goes right here. And all of a sudden, you got a pretty sweet sun pad.
Love it.
So you can lounge right here. You can lounge right here. So many nice spaces to catch some sun rays on this yacht.
Yep.
Also, right here, we have a drink fridge. Pretty great feature, really like that. And what else do we have here, babe?
So you got a lot of lines, all the reefing lines, main halyard, traveler lines coming out right next to the companionway. Got a manual winch there, an electric winch here on the port side. And then this is pretty cool down here, right at where the entrance to the companionway is. You can lift this up. You got all your line storage in there. Again, put a dry deck down so everything stays nice and dry, nothing is getting moldy. Pretty cool feature, keeps the cockpit clean. That pretty much sums thumbs up.
Thumbs up, thumbs up?
Thumbs up. That thumbs
up.
up.
Thumbs up the cockpit. So we're walking forward. It is really wide walkways, feels really, really safe. This yacht features all teak with this gray caulking, which looks really sweet. It's my favorite kind. It looks really modern and definitely looks very luxurious.
Yes. And then just want to point this out quick. The owner wanted to have this boat with a black painted V-boom as well as a black painted mast or rig. We have a radar mounted forward. We have a KVH satellite system on the spreader, as well as a web watch and a Go searchlight on the starboard spreader. Altogether pretty neat looking.
Does the Osprey that usually sits up there, is that come standard or is that extra?
No, he's not there right now. Luckily, because
Strangely,
he's making a mess.
He's always there. There's an Osprey that is constantly trying to hang out on top of the mast.
Yeah, we already tried to do everything possible to prevent from him landing there, but he still figures it out some way.
Yeah, he still does it.
Teak on the salon roof, which looks really nice as well. There are optional layout cushions for that as well.
So these two hatches we're gonna see from down below when we go down there, but you guys can tell they're really really large, good size, so there's a lot of cross breeze that could come in through them.
Yeah, and right forward of the Dodger we have the Traveler for the boom, and walking further forward.
All right, fine. All right, let's do it.
So, walking further forward on the foredeck, we have a tender. So that was just one of the criteria the owner really wanted. He wanted a proper center console tender, which is, of course, on a sailboat, on a monohull sailboat, sometimes a challenge to store that somewhere unless you want to tow it nonstop. Like I said, dinghy garage was way too small for that. So yeah, we got some custom shocks made up, which are sitting on the foredeck. They're teak shocks. They're not mounted in, they're actually just floating on it, and the dinghy is strapped down in multiple points.
So it works well.
Works extremely well. And there's just a turtle saying hi to us.
Oh my gosh!
Huh.
Oh, it just went away.
Yeah, sea turtle.
Cool.
Sorry. Just got
photobombed
by a turtle.
Is this the Osprey doing here?
This is the Osprey doing, exactly. And yeah, just got to get that cleaned again. So so just for reference, this is a Achilles 350 with a 25 Yamaha outboard. So plenty of space, great little tender to cruise around.
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah, he's sitting all the way up there on the mast.
There he is. He's wondering when we leave so he can come back here.
Of course, where's he sitting on? On the anemometer. Just destroying another wind vane. All the way forward, we have, this boat is outfitted with a top-down furling Code Zero all the way forward, which we obviously have not up right now to just keep it out of the sun. And then a good-sized Genoa as our main foresail, which is also on a furler and has a sun protection shield on it. UV protector. And then the ground tackle, a chain which we upgraded. Originally the boat had 130 feet of chain. The owner upgraded the chain to 250 feet to have some extra wiggle room to anchor in deep waters. What do we got here?
Well, this.
Well, since we're changing roles today, why don't you go in there?
Fine. Fine.
But you don't know what's in there.
Yeah, I don't know what's in there, but
okay,
I could figure it out. I can do this. Okay, and okay, here we go. Here we go. Changing roles today. So this is technically crew quarters, captain's quarters, as the captain just told me.
Yeah, not that I've ever slept in there.
You've never stayed here because the owner of this yacht is way too nice, and you get to stay in a nice cabin when you go with him.
I make really good food.
Oh, he does make really good pasta. Okay, stop interrupting my tour.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, there's a bed right here. There's some fishing gear here. There's a storage.
Which we used for all spare parts.
Tons of spare parts
A
here.
lot. So all the way forward, you see that hatch there?
Yeah, this right here.
That is your anchor locker access.
So if you need to do some stuff in the anchor with a chain and stuff there, this is where you would go.
Correct. So you don't have the access from above. You don't have another hatch or something, which is also partially a safety precaution, because if you are in heavy seas and you get a lot of water over the bow, you're not draining your anchor locker. You're not running into danger to overflow your anchor locker, potentially have water coming into the boat or something like that.
Seems like a kind of a unusual feature. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a code 0.
Correct.
Okay, then we have a sink.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We agree on that. And we also have storage here as well. Tons of spare parts. Waste tank access.
Yep.
Right here for the head, which is underneath the code 0 here. You guys can see that. And also there's extra storage down here. I can see it. So it seems like, and there's also something right here.
That is the access to the bow thruster.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, this is the cushion from the cockpit, right?
Yep,
that
yep.
we're extended. Okay.
And then also you have here your remote control for the windlass.
For the windlass right there.
Or you can use the buttons at the helm.
Cool. And these stairs are getting us up and down. How did I do?
Good.
Liar. You were talking the whole time.
I like it. This is a lot more fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I think I'm a lot
I don't know
more,
how the people like it, but
I'm a lot
I
more
like it.
graceful getting out of this hatches than you are.
It's a classic main with a sailbag and lazy jacks, in case you guys are wondering.
So there's our boarding ladder where we started. We're gonna go check out the interior. This time I'm doing the tour. All right, you guys ready to check out inside?
Let's go.
Ta-da! What do you guys think? Pretty spacious salon for a monohull, right? Feels really nice and wide. It's got a lot of different sitting areas and possibilities. So we have this couch here. We also have this whole really nice big size table for 6, 7, yeah. Make it squeeze 8. Yeah, totally. And what's really cool is this lowers, and there are 2 really nice cushions that go on top. So you have this kind of a beautiful lounge area, or it's an actual extra sleeping space, which looks like almost like a queen size bed, right? When it's down.
It's more than queen size.
Oh, it's more than queen size?
Oh yeah, it's massive.
Really? Oh, there he goes.
It's magic.
As I actually helped Rico to kind of provision and set up this yacht for this journey down to Mexico, I know that it has a lot of different storage areas. So let me show you some of them. This one's really awesome.
Lots of space.
Yeah, great space, and it's also really easily accessible, which makes it really nice for also snacks underway, right? Also, you have this one here. Also, we have some great storage areas here as well. There's one here, and there's also one in the corner as well. So it's extra storage for stuff that you don't use very often, but also really nice to have when you're making long journeys, which You can definitely circumnavigate the globe on this one, so you would want to have some storage for extra spare parts, extra stuff that, you know, really hard to get in certain places in the world, so that would be your extra spaces here.
Ta-da!
Hello!
Extra storage.
Hello! Wow!
A nice bottle rack. Wine cellar, which...
Well, it is a French boat, right? So
yeah.
we gotta make sure you've got your wine storage.
Definitely has to be filled up again.
Wow, yeah, it looks a little empty.
Yeah.
Also, good place to hide if there's pirates coming on board. No one will ever find you there.
Whee!
Okay,
All right.
nav station. Obviously, you have a
Chart
great
table.
chart table with storage here as well. And nice about this that you can actually use this space on this side almost like a little office this way as well, so you have space for your legs right here. So I was actually editing here yesterday. It's pretty comfy, so it's a nice space.
There's a storage underneath the nav table as well, and a storage underneath the nav seat.
All right, what do you got here on your panel?
Okay, we got the OEM switch panel for all the low voltage things we have, and then we have a 110 switch panel right there for the outlets, water heater, battery charger, etc. Then we put in an extra switch panel there, also low voltage, because we run out of space, and we added a whole bunch of extra things to the boat. The owner is extremely into really good sound, so we had to upgrade a lot of things.
That must have been fun for you.
It was a lot of fun, actually. Then our generator, remote control, a Raymarine repeater, so we can see what the wind is doing, the weather is doing, and so on. And
This
then,
one's cool. I like the way that, can you,
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. This is really neat here. Check that out.
So a Fusion stereo, which we upgraded to the newer model, a VHF radio, water maker control, and a Vectron energy control right there. The water maker is a pretty large water maker. The owner decided to get I want to say oversized water maker. It produces around 60 gallons an hour, so that helps you
That's a lot.
fill up your water tanks quite quickly, so you don't
Yeah.
need to run the generator that long when you're underway.
Yeah, especially
Or at anchor.
for a 3-cabin yacht, that's a lot of water. That's a great amount of water.
Yeah.
Don't have to conserve too much.
Yeah, you can take long showers.
Yeah, for sure. Where's the TV, Rico?
It's
I
actually
see a remote
behind
control.
you.
Is this the remote control?
Yes. There's your TV.
So you can nicely lower this down, put some pillows there, and have a pretty nice time watching a movie here.
It's great. And then right behind you, on top of the cabinets in the galley, there are some really, really cool high-end speakers and a massive subwoofer, which is below the floorboards. So watching a movie here is amazing. The sound is killer.
I feel like you should have been on camera when we're talking about all this, because you're smiling the whole time.
It is amazing.
Him and the owner are definitely on the same page when it comes to that. All right, I'm gonna lower this down and we're gonna check out the galley. But before we talk about the galley, you guys, I would like to point out that what is really cool about this model is it's got so much natural light. You have all of this massive, look at this.
Let me show it.
Look at that.
Yep.
It's really cool. You got hatches, 2 hatches here as well that you can open up for cross breeze, and also all of these obviously. So tons and tons of natural light, which is so nice on a monohull. Obviously, a lot of times you feel like a little dungeony, and down here, as you can tell, like it's super bright. We're not even using a light on our camera because there's just so much natural light here. Okay,
Very true.
coming into the galley.
Port or starboard? Where do you want to start?
So we're gonna start on the starboard side. We have a fridge and a freezer. Freezer here. Ice cream, Rico. Forgot about the ice cream. We're leaving tomorrow, but I eat it today. And also we have little microwave oven right here. The way they did the cabinets is very interesting. It's kind of unusual. I haven't seen it on too many other monohulls. They actually did them this way instead this way. I mean, it is definitely depends on if you like that or not, but if you're underway and it's rocky and stuff is probably not falling out at you as easily, so that is probably why they decided to do it this way. But of course, it is a preference. And so you have storage areas here, all really good size storage.
You get a lot of overhead storage for sure.
For sure. Also here
That one's massive.
is very cool for all of your, like, the way we're using it here is oils and sauces, and yeah, just super deep, super great storage here as well. Also, there are drawers here. These drawers are pretty massive. Look how big they are.
Snack drawer.
Yeah, really big. What are these, Rico?
I got these custom made actually when we commissioned the boat to, when we don't use the air condition, to close this up here so nothing falls in it and no dust goes in them either.
That's a pretty brilliant idea. So
Thanks.
this here is another bottle organizer. I mean, seriously, the French, they don't mess around when it comes to bottles. And also you got access right here as well to a whole other storage down there. Now we move over to the port side. On the port side, we have a pretty deep double sink. Trash right here. And also really large drawer here. Look at this one. The way this is used is for all the cleaning supplies and stuff. It's massive. Then up here, all of these are soft closing, so kind of nice. They just nicely work. If you guys would want to, you could put another shelf here and, you know, double up the space. But for, as you can tell, like, this doesn't even feel like it's filled up. There's so much storage.
I've actually seen another Dufour. This cabinet was used for an espresso machine, which I thought was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
I think it's an option.
This is actually a top loading fridge.
Which is also an option on this boat. Have another overflow fridge, or it gets pretty cold. It gets almost down to freezing.
I mean, if I was doing some offshore or some world cruising, I would want to have this as a freezer, an extra freezer for
Extra
sure.
freezer.
Yeah, it's great. Or some kind of a, you know, down there floorboard freezer, but it's great. This one's cool. I like this one. This is also great for oils, just, you know, cooking stuff.
Especially underway, you never need to worry about glass bottles or
Yeah.
you know, that kind of stuff getting smashed or destroyed.
And here we have our gas stove. This thing is kind of cool. So it just has a nice storage compartment here. Pretty awesome. So that's our gas stove, and as this being a monohull, and obviously it's healing when we're sailing, has a gimbal. So when you're underway and you're cooking and you're healing, everything stays in a nice level position. So
And I've done plenty on cooking on that healing over.
yeah, exactly. Also, kind of a nice feature here, which I like. I think it's great for like onions and stuff like that you could put right here. It's a dry covered storage, but has a little bit of ventilation. You can leave it open as well. It's a good galley. It's definitely very workable.
And underway, since I mean, now like getting the perspective, you're standing in there, you always have something to hold on to,
Yeah.
which is really practical. You lean against it, you can hold on to something.
Yeah,
So you actually can do some decent cooking underway.
definitely. Rico is the master of cooking underway in a monohull. I get a little seasick sometimes, but he's perfectly fine.
I love it.
One leg here, cooking right here. That's Rico. All right, should we check out some guest cabins?
Yes.
So we're gonna go aft, and we're gonna go on the starboard side first. So this is one of our guest cabins. This is a 3-cabin layout. So as you can tell, it's a good sized bed here. Of course, these are really big, you guys. Look at these huge storage containers. Yeah, so this is a pretty big storage closet-y area. Then also we have a hanging locker, which has got a whole bunch of stuff in there as well.
Yeah, we stored some stuff in there.
Yeah, but it's big. And also you'll have this one here. And you also have this cute little thing. Check it out.
Which could be like a shoe storage or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
It's great.
Laundry hamper.
It's great. Yeah, so that's that. What do you have here?
We have here some breakers, which is like windlass breakers and other big breakers of the winches and so on. And then also this battery switch here is for the generator isolator switch. So you can turn the battery off in case you don't want to drain it and just want to have an easy time starting a generator again.
Okay. And also we have these hatches here, which is our cross breeze. There's a window right here that we have covered right now, and those two are the ones you can open up, and they're going into the cockpit. And there's one right here. So this is the cockpit side, and this is the outboard side. So you have a nice cross breeze here. And we have an ensuite head here. It's a wet head. So you have our shower right here, right over, and this could be put up when you're showering. So you can kind of rinse the whole area, and you know, it's perfectly fine. It's good size for what it is for this cabin. You've got your toilet paper here, and all the storage areas are here. These are
pretty deep, actually.
Actually, really good size. Oh, you guys, this is a tank.
Holding tank.
Yeah, but this is actually a pretty good size for 2 people. Just put some toiletries and stuff for a week or weekend. Super easy. All right. Now we're going to the port side in the cabin that Rico and I are actually currently staying in. This is a good size bed for sure.
Yeah.
And it's got this storage / access here. So if you're laying here and you're just one of these people wake up and you don't know where you're at, you can definitely hit your head. So we sleep with the feet this way and put our head this way, so you have more space here, you know, your side sleeper. So works out really nice. It's got a lot of storage for the size of this cabin. We also have an ensuite head, which is also a day head for the whole yacht when you take some people out on a day trip. And this one actually has a dedicated shower. It's sort of a wet head, but not exactly. This is actually a combination that Rico really likes, because he thinks it's pretty convenient to be able to just rinse off the toilet and clean it, you know, way more often. So kind of cool. So here, what we have is, check it out, like that. Also, another feature that I really like, which is so simple, should be on every boat, is this. Check it out. This drying line, so it's pretty cool if you're, you know, you have your bikini to hang, or just if you're doing some extra laundry and you have somewhere to hang. Pretty cool to have this. It's so simple, and obviously you can have another hook and, you know, triple this up if you really wanted to, if you have a bigger shower. I really like this little invention. I think it comes really practical. So here as well we have our toilet paper underneath, and pretty deep,
Loads amount of storage.
yeah. And if that's not enough, check it out, we have that here, and also down there's another space for maybe dry towels, or you know, whatever else you guys want to put here. So, and as I said, it serves as a day head. So this is going to the cabin, and I will see you guys in the salon. Hello. Yeah, so that's pretty convenient, right? So what about the master?
Let's go check it out.
It's all the way forward. This yacht has a pretty sweet master.
You mean a master suite?
Master suite. It's a queen size bed. It's almost a walk around. You can get all the way here. It's pretty good here to make the bed and stuff. It's actually pretty comfortable. A lot of you guys are asking, so it's not bad at all. As you guys can see, there is lots of storage. All of these are big storage areas, and the mirrors as well. Closet, which is shelves on this side. Good size shelves, and it's deep.
And more storage for like little hanging things, either for, I don't know, ties, socks,
shoes as well.
shoes.
And on the other side, on the starboard side, we have a good size hanging locker with also, they utilize all this door storage as well. And also we have pretty big size drawers. 2 of them.
Oh, actually 2. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Pretty big size. Also, there's a lot of alsos. We have 4 hatches. Look at that.
2 large hatches and then 2 smaller ones further forward.
Yeah, which you can open up. So if you've got some breeze, this is really nice to sleep without air conditioning. So what makes this very unique is the way they resolve the heads in this cabin. So as soon as we walked in, on this side,
starboard side,
is an actual head.
What you doing there?
So it's pretty cool. It's a head with its own sink, also some storage, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Some storage here. I would probably add an extra shelf if you're doing some long cruising. Yeah, so that's a nice separate enclosed, has a proper door for all of you privacy head people as Rico. And on the port outboard side, we have a really large shower. So kind of like a wet shower because it's not separate, but I mean this whole thing is a shower and you have a sink. Because we have all this wood here and also whatever you have sitting on the counter. We have this awesome
Oh, it's like a folding shower door.
shower door. But check it out, how big is the shower?
Oh, that's brilliant. Even there's a little seat.
It's a really nice size shower. It's very different and I think it's, oh no, it's doing it again. What are you doing?
It's a two-person shower.
It's a difference. And all your storage is up here, so you have on both sides, and same as in the other cabins.
Plenty of storage.
Plenty of storage.
Really good sized sink there.
Look at that. This is so big.
Wow, that's a massive
Yeah.
storage there. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, for all your like extra shampoos and I mean for long cruising, this boat's got a lot of potential to
Right.
to carry a lot of stuff. Yep. Okie dokie. Okay, so let's show you the engine room
Compartment.
compartment. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Rico do this.
So easiest access is just right underneath the staircase, and it's on shocks, so it's a soft opening, and we got the access to, so to speak, the back of the engine because it's in backwards. We have the transmission facing forward, so it's a V drive situation on this vessel specifically, but easy access to the back of the engine, even though it is the front here. Got through holes down here which you can close up. The generator intake, engine intake for the water. Got a sea strainer right there. If we suck anything in, any kelp or plastic pieces, plastic bags, whatever it might be, easy access to clean it out.
If you want to get to the side of the engine.
So there's an access panel in either cabin.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, let's just go to this side here, to the port side. So there's one panel right here.
I see.
And as you can see, it's sound shielded. And there's the access to the side of the engine. And we have the same on the other side, on the starboard side as well. Pretty decent access. Engine service is easily done on this boat.
Okay, cool. Alright you guys, this completes our tour of 2017 Dufour 560 exclusive edition or exclusive package. I know you guys have been asking us to show you some more monohulls, some more Bluewater Sailing Yachts. So I hope this one was interesting. Let us know in the comments what you thought, if you would like to own a vessel like this and sail the world, or what would you do with it, how would you use it, put it down in the comments below. So we wanted to show you guys what it really looks like in the evening when you're just chilling on the boat. Most of the time we don't get to show you guys the beautiful evening ambient lighting on this yacht. It's pretty spectacular, so we wanted to make sure that we give you a little glimpse. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It means so much, you guys. It makes a huge difference. That is the best and free way you can help our channel grow. So we really, really appreciate it. And if you're interested in more Liveaboard and our boat life videos, check out our Patreon channel. This yacht is not for sale. Not yet, not officially, but as Rico says, every yacht is for sale for the right price. So in case you guys are interested, leave us something in the comments down below or contact us directly, and we will pass it on to the owner and see if he wants to sell this one and step up.
You never know.
You never know until you ask. So it's our last evening. We go home tomorrow, did a whole bunch of stuff, so thinking to lower this down and put some cushions in and maybe watch a movie.
Sounds like a great idea.
See you guys later. Enjoy the outtakes. Hey guys, Victoria with Rico and I are in where are we at?
Show the swim ladder, the garage, storage.
Okay, why don't you do that?
I do that?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to hold the camera? And then we have, what?
I don't know what you got.
Yeah, okay. This boat has a what's it called?
Look at this osprey. Look what he's doing.
I know. He's making a mess.
Oh, he's terrible. Oh, there he is.
I hear him. He's laughing.
Yeah, he's laughing at us. Check out the interior.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
This is here, as you put it here.
When we record, it's a lot better. Do the snip, snip, snip.
You
one more time.
didn't record. That's it. That is the one I need. I don't need two different ones.
Let's do it. We just came in.
We just came in. This is cool. I can't lift it. I can't lift it. Can't do it.
Let's say it's a large queen.
It's a large queen. The master of
I mean,
bed sizes.
The bed is a large queen.
Okay.
All right.
What am I? A small princess?
Tiny.
Tiny. So it's a queen size bed. Queen.
It's a 2-person shower.
It's a difference.
Potentially 3.
This is kind of becoming a thing. What?